So I'm really Ted.
Hey.
And the first year at the show at Max the Mutt.
Yes.
How have you found it the first year?
I found it pretty interesting and definitely really different from what I'm used to. Like, I spent the last 4 years at university and I took fine arts courses there. They were nothing like what the courses that I took here. Like, I was used to sort of like come up with really interesting concepts, but the execution didn't really matter. And here I really found that over the course of first year, it was just drilled into you how to look at things and like how to just observe and take those observations and put them on paper. And it was a lot more technical than any art course I've done before, but these results were so amazing and it really was just so awesome because I could see myself improving and that was such a great feeling. I'm not used to seeing that much improvement so fast.
What has been your favorite part so far?
I think my favorite part is just sort of like my favorite part I'd say is the people. Like I love the people in my class and I love all of my instructors and it's just sort of like talking with people about like their ideas and how they do art because it's really I think art is a big part of just like learning from other people and sort of incorporating just little elements of other people's styles and it's really cool to have like a nice environment where you can do that and just like everybody just talks about their ideas and you bounce ideas off of each other and then all of your work just turns amazing rather than sort of like when you stay inside your own little bubble you can't really expand but then you've got all these other bubbles that you can kind of join into one giant bubble.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Bubbles.
I love bubbles.
Has there been any other benefits that you found since coming to Max?
That's a good question. I don't know. I found I've become a little bit more decisive. Like normally I used to have a lot of trouble finishing projects and I'd kind of get really nervous and a little bit like wishy-washy at the end.
Okay.
But I found that coming to Max the Mutt, it was really like sort of ingrained, like just do the process right, like just learn to observe and if you're doing it right, the end product will be right and by doing that, I discovered that I wasn't nervous anymore about my end product because as long as I was doing it right, it always turned out right. And so that was like that great feeling of being able to finish a project and it's like, wow, I'm done and it looks amazing. And like, I had never really been able to do that before.
Awesome. That's very exciting.
Yeah, it was.
Would you recommend the school to anyone?
I totally would recommend the school to whoever is interested in like concept art or animation. Like I can only speak really from the concept art side, but I gotta say that the skills that they really ingrain here are totally different, I think, from what you get anywhere else. And the environment is fantastic because you've got small classes and you really get to know everyone and you get to know your instructors and you learn from them because they're all people who've worked in the industry. So you can ask them all these questions about like what they do and experiences they've had on previous projects. And so not only are you learning how to do the art, but you're kind of learning what you're going to expect when you get into the workforce. So that's nice because then stuff isn't so unexpected. Yeah.
Definitely prepare you for everything.
Yeah.
Awesome. And one final thing, do you have any work here?
I do. I have this piece right here. This was my final project for design and composition. So, like, this is the kind of project that I never would have been able to do before because I would have been so nervous about all the like little details and stuff. But I just kind of like I learned to take things step by step and just start with start with an idea, work on the composition, and just kind of build it up, and then you get the finished product. And I'm pretty happy about it. Although I think I did this last term, and I think I could probably do a lot better than now. Yeah. Any final words? I gotta say that coming here was kind of completely different from what I expected, but in a completely awesome way. And I would recommend Max the Mutt for anyone. Doesn't matter if you're coming straight out of high school or you're like me and have graduated university. It's still like I think totally like invaluable. It's amazing, and I say like take the chance, because I think even if you just did first year, you'd be amazed at what you'd see.
If you're curious about learning more about the school or pursuing a career in animation, concept art, or sequential art, click on the blue link that the red arrows are pointing to in the box below, or go to www.bestschoolsforanimation.com. If you haven't watched the first year open house video, click on the large thumbnail below. To watch more interviews of students, click on the thumbnails of the students.